Hi, I'm Tiffany King from the website Eat at Home, eatathomecooks.com. And today we're going to be doing slow cooker freezer meals for our February weekly meal plans. We do 1 week of slow cooker freezer meals every month, and this is the one for February. I've done about 40 minutes of prep work here, so this one was really quick, and we're going to get at least 6 meals, maybe more depending on the size of your family and how you split things up. So first off, I've got a bowl of chicken enchilada soup. This is all of the ingredients that go into this recipe. You can find the recipe on my website. Just search for chicken enchilada soup. It's everything except for the chicken. And I like to use a bowl when I do soup so that I don't have accidental spills in my freezer. So I'm just going to put a note on the lid that I need to add the chicken, and then before I add it in the crock pot, I'll put the chicken in first and then put the soup. But I didn't want to overflow the bowl. So that's what this is. You just stir everything together. Next we've got pesto tomato ravioli. This recipe uses 2 bags of ravioli. For my family, if I'm feeding everyone, we need both bags. But sometimes there's fewer of us, or maybe we want to have this for lunch and I don't need as much. So I'm actually going to split it between 2 bags. Then you just stir your pesto sauce and diced tomatoes together. I'll add about half of that to one bag and half to the other bag. And this is a slow cooker recipe that doesn't require a very long cooking time. In fact, it just can't go for a real long time. Just a few hours will do it, which is nice if you forget to set up your slow cooker, or maybe you want to eat it for lunch, and it doesn't need to cook as long. So it's a good one to have for different times. But if you need to be out of the house for 9 hours, this is not your recipe. Choose the chicken enchilada soup instead. But this just give it a shake a little bit to mix it up. And then this one is done. Next we've got pork and gravy sandwiches. This couldn't be easier. I've got pork chops in here, a jar of gravy. Just pour that in. You can season it with salt and pepper. Probably won't need much salt. Maybe a little bit of thyme, and then that gets cooked down, and use a fork to shred the meat and serve it on buns. So that one's done. This one is honey Dijon pork and apples. I think the recipe calls for pork chops. You can use whatever kind of pork that you want to use, whatever kind of cut. It'll work just fine. In this case, I used a pork roast. Just toss the apples